Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's video, and we're going to be discussing the New Orleans Pelicans and the decision in which regarding Lonzo Ball, according to some NBA rumors. Multiple rumors here. And so according to this, as you can see in the title, it says New Orleans Pelicans unlikely to match a significant offer sheet on Lonzo Ball. So the important part is that it says unlikely, so it doesn't mean that they won't do it for sure. And they say a significant offer sheet, which I'd imagine, there's a couple teams that's interested. And we will discuss, a couple teams later on that gets mentioned in this article. But with that being said, though, there's obviously a lot of circulation in terms of the future of Lonzo Ball with the New Orleans Pelicans. And as this article states, it says that the New Orleans Pelicans point guard Lonzo Ball, he's set to enter free agency this summer. And a lot of NBA rumors have been circulating regarding his future as a result. And per NBA free agency rules, because Ball is a restricted free agent, so he's not unrestricted, he's a restricted free agent, the Pelicans will have an opportunity, should they desire to match any offer sheet that is presented, from another team within 2 days of him signing it. And so multiple NBA rumors suggested that before that Ball is expected to continue his stint with the New Orleans Pelicans. That was what they were suggesting before. After he had a career best season, formed a great, solid partnership with Zion Williamson. And that just goes back to when you think about when Lonzo Ball was being drafted outside of everything, regarding, his dad being in the spotlight and stuff. But in terms of Lonzo Ball himself, he certainly had high expectations. Magic Johnson thought he was a great fit when he drafted him for the Lakers in terms of his potential. And he has definitely shown that he's growing into that potential. His abilities as a passer, he's improving as a shooter. All of that stuff, is starting to really come into circle, it feels like. So we'll see how that plays out there. But according to The Athletic, it says that the Pelicans are unlikely to match a significant offer sheet. Keywords being significant offer sheet on a 23-year-old point guard. Sources tell Shams, and it also says the Bulls and the Clippers are expected to be among the teams interested in Ball. And so imagine that. For one, I could see him going to the Bulls because of, I think that would probably be a great fit right there. That would be exciting to see for Chicago to add him to their roster in terms of just his ability to set up other players and just his basketball IQ. But it would be interesting if he went to the Clippers. I mean, it would be kind of like, the Lakers, they got rid of me, so let me go back to LA and let me help the Clippers, some type of storyline like that. So those are two interesting teams right there. But according to this, it seems the Bulls and the Clippers are expected to be among some teams that are interested, according to some of these rumors. However, the latest report suggests that the New Orleans Pelicans are, unlikely to match a significant offer sheet presented by Lonzo Ball by other teams. And this is another thing right here that just goes on to talk about he averaged career high in points with 14.6, and his three-point shooting was at almost 38% this past season. So that's certainly something right there that can really help a team out right there. That in terms of also his basketball IQ, defense, all of that great stuff. So, and it goes on to talk about how Lonzo Ball has improved on various aspects, of his game in the fourth year in the NBA, and his three-point shooting in particular has been noted by teams interested in him. And with the rising need for more sharpshooters in today's modern game, I know teams like the Lakers certainly can use some outside shooting, but there's a ton of teams across the league that can really use some outside shooting. He's expected to have better offers elsewhere, and that makes sense. I mean, obviously, that money. I mean, he's a significant piece that can be added to a team that's probably a little bit more complete right now than what New Orleans already has. But I mean, New Orleans, they have a great amount of young talent on this team. And so it's just a matter of, choosing who you're going to keep and who you're going to keep building around and which pieces you're going to have to either let go, do a sign and trade, something like that. But yeah, they certainly have a decision to make when it comes to Lonzo Ball. So I'm interested in seeing what teams are going to reach out and try to offer him. And so as we go through this article here, it says Lonzo Ball was obviously, one of the top prospects discussed in multiple NBA rumors at the trade deadline back in March as well. At the time, the New York Knicks, Chicago Bulls, and LA Clippers all showed interest in acquiring the New Orleans Pelicans star. And so it's interesting, as they mentioned again, we still talking about the Bulls here, still talking about the Clippers. New York would be interesting, though, to see, if they get interested in this as well. But however, obviously no deals materialized as the suitors, explored cheaper options instead. Now, clearly, if they did depart from Balls, that would be a big blow for the Pelicans, who have worked in progress, with their core to, form Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and Ball, some type of trio that's below 25. So obviously, they've all got their best basketball in front of them. So if you were able to retain that, then maybe, perhaps next year could be the year where it all came together, maybe a year after that. But certainly when you have young guys like that and you're able to form some type of a trio right there, that could bode into a dangerous team if you're able, but you have to keep everybody together, keep them happy with each other. And so that's obviously something that, they know there's a lot of opportunities out there. So that remains to be seen what's going to happen. But pretty much that's what this article discusses. So there you have it. It seems like Bulls, Clippers, two names to keep your eyes on in terms of Lonzo Ball. And if these rumors are true, then the Pelicans may possibly be losing Lonzo Ball, especially if they're not looking to match any of these, significant offer sheets that may be coming this way. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like the video. And, if you're not already subscribed, definitely do consider subscribing. Best way to keep up to date with news that is happening, as I'll be posting a lot of NBA content, NFL content, college sports as well, and so forth. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day.